So you seen the videos. I've been posting Warfighter since the beta came out, and I think you can say I'm pretty good. I'm not the best, but I can play with the best. I'm pretty good at the game. Not a lot of Xbox representatives for this game. There's not really a lot of Xbox players. So for the 20 people playing it, I imagine at least 2 of you aren't as good as me. You know, and there's people better than me too out of that 20 people still playing. So what I want you to do is first ignore any deaths that I get in this match, because I'm gonna list off my tips on how to be better at this game and possibly some other shooters. That's right, man. The cat's out the bag. I'm finna give away my trade secrets, so you can go beast mode too. Then there won't be anyone who isn't at least as good as me. And like I said, I'm not the best. I'm just pretty good. Alright, so let's get it started, which I already kind of made my first point, so I'll go back to it. Like how I said, ignore my deaths. Let me explain something to y'all. You gotta get this down if you want to be a pro, if you want to be a beast. Never accept the deaths. They're never your fault. That's right, you heard it from me. They're never your fault. Look, blame it on lag, blame it on bad teammates. Look, there was a time where we were clearly not spawn trapped, but because I got killed 3 times in a row, out of frustration, I said, man, it's only because they got a spawn trap. So I'm telling you, if I'm good and that's the stuff I do, then you gotta do it too. So it's never your fault. Don't accept responsibility for your actions. Not when you're playing a shooter. It's never your fault. And if all else fails, blame it on lag. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. Then it'll be a lot easier to go beast mode. Make sure you write that one down. That's probably one of the most important tips for FPS. Don't take the blame. Okay, tip number 2. Here's another tip. How I roll. Alright? Tell everyone that stats don't matter. Because they don't, right? As long as you're winning, they don't matter. And so that's what you tell everybody. Tell them, nah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do good sometimes, I do bad sometimes, but as long as I win the match, that's all I care about. Because that sounds good. But the key to this tip is you also got to do the other thing I do. And that's after every death, check your stats. Because really deep down, you do care about them just a little bit. But look, I'm already messing up. So the next time I play a game, I'm gonna do bad because I'm sharing these tips. But I get a pass because I'm trying to help my fellow brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? There might be at least one female out of the 50 people that might watch this video. But say to the outside, tell everyone you just do not care. You don't even go on battle log. The only thing you care about is your score per minute and your win-loss ratio. You don't check for nothing else. And that's what you tell everybody. But when you die, check your stats. Hold the back button and check the scoreboard. I do it every time. But sit down with me and talk to me, I'll tell you, yo, man, it doesn't matter. All the other stuff doesn't matter. As long as we win the match, that's all that matters. But while I'm telling you that, if I die, I'm checking my stats. Matter of fact, if I pause while I'm saying it, I'm probably stopping to check my stats real quick. So that's the key, to care about your stats but not really care. Alright, that was tip number 2. Tip number 3 is have a strategy. Have a strategy for your game modes when you get in the match. For example, my strategy is to not have a strategy. There is no logic to the stuff I do on this game. Your strategy might be different. You got to find a strategy that works for you. But my strategy is no strategy. Just run in there and just start shooting. You're gonna kill something, right? Right? That's how it goes, man. So that's tip number 3. Well, matter of fact, I should just tell you, just copy my strategy. You see how good I'm doing. Just copy my strategy. Don't have a strategy. You don't need it. Yeah, so I guess that makes tip number 3. Tip number 4 is not only listen to music. Y'all know I play and listen to music because I post the music, which the tracks all here are all the same guy. I want to say his name. I posted some of his other stuff recently. Catradona, something like that. I posted a link. They're all on the same mixtape. So if you wanna down, oh my God, here we go. Y'all saw that, right? That is tip number 4. We're on tip number 4, right? I don't care who you're playing with. I don't know this guy I'm playing with, but when you pull off something like a Apache, just start jumping. Jump it up. If the guy doesn't jump with you, quit. That's right, yeah, quit. Because he's probably not a team player. He's not a good person. He's probably not smart. And I don't know, he probably has AIDS. So if they don't jump it up with you after you pull off an Apache, because they didn't earn the Apache, you did. So if they don't celebrate that Apache with you, just quit. Because he's probably going to ruin your life. And that's a real tip right there. That translates to everything. Like, if you don't follow that tip, that might affect real life. So please follow that tip. Uh-oh, got another track. Yo, real quick, doesn't this part of the track right now kind of sound like something that would be like on a Super Mario stage where you actually get into the castle? That's what it makes me think of. Alright, okay. That actually leads to tip number 5. Have the same, when you play these shooters, especially if you've been playing the game since the 90s, have the same logic when you're playing these shooters as you do as you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog. That's my choice, Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's keep running. Don't stop running. Even if you're getting shot at. Run, walk. Look, when me and DC are playing Battlefield, we'll pull out knives and just start running. It doesn't matter if we're getting shot by 5 people. That's what the pros do. That's what the pros do. And you might be asking, why are you giving away all your gaming secrets? Well, I've been noticing a lot of people that I watch have been putting out tips on how to get good. You know, Wall Guy and them, I watch them. They put out tips. And other people have kind of putting out tips before giving up on the game. They put out tips on how to get better. And I'm putting out a little quick tips, but they were just general tips. But I never given out my tips. So I'm giving you my tips. All right, tip number. I don't even know what tip number I'm on now. What is it? 6. The next tip is, if you're like me and you like to snack a little bit while you're gaming, bring a paper towel. You might be asking, Wes, why does that matter? Because it's really hard to stay focused when you got the cheese stuff. Like, I eat cheese Doritos and I'll start slipping, and sometimes I just don't like how it looks on my controller, so I want to keep my controller clean. That's kind of just a sanitary thing. It probably won't help you with anything, but it'll make you look more clean. And being clean is always a good thing. Ladies tend to like clean guys. From my experience, I've asked my wife would she like me if I was dirty. She said no. So, I mean, that's really, does that help you with FPS? No, I mean, maybe it does, because I mean, you can still play the game with dirty hands, I guess. You know, I just think that's just a life tip. You know, that's just me. All right, yeah, I quit. That's all my tips. That's it. But you see, they work. Look what's going on. Y'all saw the parkour clip. I mean, they work. Follow my tips. Just follow. But I thought I'd finally go ahead and post something besides Sector Control and TDM, because that's pretty much all I played when I played this. Oh, there goes another tip. Just, even though you know that the missile strike doesn't work if there's a tree in the way, just use it there anyway, because your logic just can't help it. It should work, so just do it anyway. You force the game to work the way it's supposed to work. That's another tip. And that works on every game. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, those are my, if you want to be better, oh man, best tip ever. Wall Guy already touched on this on one of his videos recently, and that's if you wanna get that beast KDR. The tip, the key to getting a beast KDR is kill a lot and die a little. I know, it's a big deal. Kill a lot and die a little. And let me tell you something. When I was playing Bad Company 2, I wish somebody would have told me that tip, because I died a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I died a whole lot. So for my KDR people, the people who care about KD, kill a lot, die a little. That's my tip for getting a good KDR. And I'm just gonna, this is it. This is the one video where I give away all my trade secrets. I'm not gonna do a series or nothing like that. This is it. Oh, there goes another tip. This works on every FPS. If you don't care about your teammate, let him die first so you know where the enemy's at. There's nothing wrong with a sacrifice. Especially on Battlefield, because you can just revive him. Revive him. DC does it to me all the time. He'll let me cut around the corner, and he doesn't even try to fake it. He'll say you first. Real quick. And it works for him. Just do that, man. I mean, I hope you're writing this down, man, because I might pull this video. So if you didn't write it down, you just don't get the tips. Oh, yeah, I died again. Remember, ignore my deaths. And look, I checked my stats. But I don't care about stats, though. But I'm not a rapper. I don't care about stats. Oh, look at that. Why was I using that? Once again, like I told you, don't have a strategy. It didn't even make sense for me to go for the melee, but I went for it anyway. Melee. I went for it anyway. It is a shooter, but hey, I'll use this axe. Like I said, don't have a strategy. It doesn't work. Oh, I tried to pull a parkour pistol whip and it didn't work. Got blasted on, but yeah, this one's a little longer than usual. I usually put my 6 minutes out and I'm done. So this match is a little long, but I guess that's how these matches go sometimes when you're playing what is this, Hotspot? Because you see, we lost 2 and we ended up pulling off the last 3. Oh, look, I thought I was done with my tips. Another good tip for Warfighter is only play as a team when you need to get healed. Don't worry about your teammate until you need to hold X and heal. Y'all don't need to play as a team. This is not a team-based game, right? Nothing about the buddy system screens play with your buddy. So don't even bother. You're just gonna get killed together. Uh-oh. Got murked. But man, I'm sad this game just isn't important. I probably should have came out with this video a long time ago. Maybe then people would still be playing it. At least 5 more people. If 5 more people were playing this, I'll probably start back playing it again. I know Careless has been begging me to play it, but I don't even know what my copy of Warfighter is. I think I let somebody borrow it. Yeah, I still let people borrow games. I let someone borrow it, so I'm gonna have to figure out who's borrowing it and go get it back. But man, it's just, I get tired of playing the same people over and over again. Oh, that didn't make any sense, but I pulled it off anyway. But yeah, I get tired of playing the same folks. I just end up playing. Whoa, see, that didn't make sense either. And, I ended up playing. I started back playing Battlefield a lot, but actually, I started back playing. And y'all gonna laugh because I've never actually beat this game. I've just played it and never beat it. I started playing Fallout New Vegas. I never beat that game. I played it on and off and then stopped playing it because I don't have it on disc. That's one I downloaded from Xbox games. So to be honest, I'll forget I have the game and just stop playing it. And then 4 months later, I'll just randomly check my Xbox games and I'll be like, oh, I got Fall Cry. Let me play that. Play it for 3 days and then forget it's there again. I'm not gonna forget this time. So I'm playing it right now and then swapping it with Battlefield. Man, I've been trying to play Defiance. I'm sorry, man. I just don't get it. Like, there are times, don't get me wrong, there are times where I have fun playing the game, though I have no understanding of what I'm doing. I have fun playing the game, but then when I stop playing the game, I just can't figure out a reason to start playing it again. I kind of wanted to get the game just to get a taste of what Destiny might be, but I'm not gonna let this game determine how I feel about Destiny coming out, because Bungie is on a whole nother level than Tryon, whatever the name of the developers that made that game. They're just on a whole nother level. So I just know the model was kind of the same with the persistent world, always online theme. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I gave it a shot, and I still own the game. I'm not saying, oh, there I go, I ended at a tree again. I'm not saying that I've given up on that game. I'm just saying that I'm not motivated to even give it a shot again. Careless got it too, so if I see him online tomorrow night or tomorrow, I might hop on it then. But I just don't get the game. It just seems like I'm just running around shooting stuff for no reason. There's no meat on the bones of that video game. That game's not thick at all. It's just a skinny game. So I haven't really been motivated to jump on there. I mean, if I just want to hop online and shoot stuff, I'll play this or Battlefield, something like that. Like, I already do that now. I don't need a game that's worse at doing that. So I haven't really got to it. But let me stress that the concept is still cool. The persistent world, and when we go to the art falls, and you start with just 5 people, and by the end of the battle there's like 30 people all around. We're all shooting at the same thing. Some people don't know what they're doing at the art falls. Those little critters, if you play Defiance, do not shoot them, because you need them to weaken that rock that falls on the ground. I don't know what the name of everything is, but the actual thing that fell, it gets weakened by those little things. So the little critters. So you gotta leave those alone. I see a lot of people just shoot at them because that's what they think they're supposed to do. But yeah, I'm trying, man. I mean, I even played the multiplayer, but it seems the multiplayer is linked with the guns that you get in single player, and I mean, I didn't get the game at launch, so I'm way behind everybody else. So I hop in games just trying to use an assault rifle. I got people shooting like automatic grenade launchers at me. I just don't know what to do in that situation. So I don't know. I haven't completely given up on it, but I know that game did motivate me to remember that I own Fallout with the whole end of the world setup. And Fallout's a little fun. It's just not multiplayer. State of Decay's coming out, I think, in June. That zombie game, I mentioned it a while back. I'm definitely looking forward to that, but looks like I finally ran out of time on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please write down these tips. But we out, man. Y'all take it easy. I'm gone.